Hi, darlings. Thank you so much for joining me on the Creative Retreat channel. And today I have a Bible journaling process for you, and I'm actually making faith text cards. So here I'm just showing you all the different items that I hope to use today. And within these items are these epoxy resin dots that I hope to use with the circles that come in the Faithful Digitals. So here I bring out my glass media mat. Because I am not working directly on a Bible, I want to make sure that I have a surface to use. And I'm going to use my 1-inch punch that I've shown you guys before to punch out the 3 circles that usually come in the Faithful Digitals. And then now you see me grab these epoxy stickers. So these are a dome shape, so it has this 3D effect, and it is resin and it's a sticker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place them right over these elements, and it just gives the elements a little bit more pizzazz. And there's different ways that you can use it. You can use it directly on your Bible page. You can use it to make clips. And I just thought it was super fun. It's a great way to use the Faithful Digitals that are just principles and make a great 3D item. So here I'm going to use some of this pattern paper that also is from the Faithful Digitals. I love this pattern, and I know I wanted to feature it on my Faith Text card. So the Faith Dex card that you see that I am tracing onto this pattern actually came with my Heidi Swap Memory Dex system. And so I'm just using that as a template and then going to decorate and just embellish my card here. On the back, it has some lines. It is lined on the back, which I'm going to use for my verse. So on screen, you'll see me go through the different elements that I have on my desk, just trying to see what's going to work so I can build my card. And I want to talk to you about the verses that I will be featuring on this card. Verses 34 and 35 of John chapter 6. It talks about Jesus being the bread of life. And Aaron Davis writes in the devotional, the morning after the loaves and fishes, the crowd still pressed around Jesus, and they begged him to be fed again. Sir, give us this bread always, they say to him in John chapter 6, verse 34. And in response, Jesus then tells them that he is the bread of life. He says, I am the bread of life, and whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. And I love this portion, and I love that she included this in the devotional, because I know I have been in situations where I feel like, Lord, I need to be connected to you always, or I need to be, I want to see your provision always in this way in my life. And I can just hear Jesus responding to me and saying, I am that provision. I am exactly what you needed. I am always here for you. So that really spoke to me. So on screen, you saw me use the Lucie stamp set, which I am loving, to write out the word Jesus. And here I am just building my title. So I'm also using the leftover scraps. Don't throw away your scraps. From another page that I did, and I'm going to be using this on the bottom to finish off that page. I love mixing and matching the different pattern papers included in the Faithful Digitals. They always correlate and match very well. She does a good job at designing them. So here I'm just cutting the excess off. So now I'm going to finish building up my title. I am using a mixture of the Lucie stamp set, like I said, also some items from the Faithful Digitals, and I'm also going to be using the cardstock stickers to write the word gives and also for the word abundantly. Another great part about getting the physical kit is that everything really comes together because all of the colors are already included, so you don't really have to do a guessing game to see what will go together. They all tend to coordinate really well. In the devotional, one of the reflection questions asks us, how have you experienced the abundant grace of Jesus in your life? And I think it's so important that we keep in the forefront how we have experienced in the past abundance, because when we feel like we have a lack, we can go back to a time that God has provided, and we can remember that we do have abundance through Jesus, and that we don't have a lack, and that He is there to provide for us. So my title here on screen is going to finish off, and it's going to read, Jesus, the bread of life, gives abundantly. I popped that up on some foam adhesive, and now I'm just going through some elements, seeing how I want to finish decorating and topping off my card. I had lots of fun using these epoxy resin stickers with the elements from the Faithful Digitals. Like I said before, there are different ways that you can use them. And I'm going to link them down below for you because they just add a fun element to any type of project. So here I just continue to embellish my Faith Decks card. This is also a great way for you to use up some of maybe the leftover pieces that you have from the kit. I'm using a mix of the tab that we got in the cardstock stickers and some of that word fetty and a cute little red heart to put at the top. Now I'm going to see how I want to use these epoxy stickers that I made. And because I printed these out on white sticker paper, I do have some adhesive on the back as well. So I end up making a clip. Attach a little bit of washi on the back of that just to make it a little bit more sturdier. And then I'm going to place this clip at the top of my Faith Decks card. And I love that pop at the top. I'm going to create a tab as well for the back of the cardstock sticker tab. It has a little adhesive at the top, being that it was a sticker. So I'll just add a little bit more adhesive towards the bottom with my Tombow glue just to make sure that that stays in place. And of course, using my Heidi Swap Memory Decks punch, I'll punch out those holes again. And now I'm going to go ahead and write those verses in. So I will be writing out the verses that inspired me, but then I create an oops, but I remedy that super quick using some Faithful Digitals again to the rescue. And I use a label and one of these little cute flags that I wanted to use in the front. I actually got to use it in the back. And then now I will use some word fetty as well to make a little title, and then I will write out my verse. My title here with the word fetty ends up reading, Receive Abundant Life, because we know that with Jesus, we have abundant life, and we just need to receive that and accept the abundance that Jesus has for us already. So here I add my journaling in the back and just a date stamp also towards the bottom. Embellishing just a little bit more, using up all of the goodies that we got in the kit. And then I add one of these fun wonky hearts towards the bottom just to finish off my card. One last thing or element that I will add is another epoxy sticker on the back side of that. So I have one on each side, and that is it, darlings. That wraps up this fun Faith Decks card that I will be keeping at my desk. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, darlings. Bye.